What are we calling this episode? Do we have a title yet?
Just call it Pilot 001. Or maybe
Episode 0.
maybe 3 zeros and 1.
Are we just
Quadruple
going for the
zeros.
Evangelion?
Yeah, I'll go
Like,
episode
movie
0001.
1.11, you know, you
Just
guys
do
don't
what,
know what
just
I'm
do fucking
talking
whatever.
about.
All right, how about episode 0001, 9 dudes, 1 bathroom?
How about 000.0? I haven't watched Evangelion in a long time, so
The rebuild movies are really
That might
good.
get me banned.
we're getting banned? Oh, fuck.
Episode 0001, The Origin.
A ripped cold foil. You know,
I'm
I'm not worried about that.
A ripped in a hard box.
So I guess we're doing a podcast now, but
yes, we are.
I feel like that's the title, the first episode. I guess we're doing.
We're doing it. I guess we're doing this.
Doing a podcast. That seems perfect. Like that seems like we're just fucking doing this.
I mean, that's kind of the origin of this fucking flip and rip podcast. Like literally, I guess we're doing a flip and rip. I guess I'm ripping a goddamn cold foil. Let's do it.
I guess people are pissed off at me for some fucking reason.
Are we going to? Are we going by our regular names, our screen names, both? Does it matter?
No, I mean real names is
Theo.
fine. Yeah.
You know.
Okay, yeah, because like some people, especially for branding wise, like some people will do both.
No, I get that.
I'm too stupid.
You're calling me Theo. What do you have anything other than saltyseacat?
No, I'm so I made that a branding thing. I made that all across the board except for some things. This dumb fucking cat on a boat is saltyseacat, so I hate that. So I had to put
you're stuck down.
So I had to put 33 at the end of it. But
Okay.
because I couldn't get the original, which is fucking annoying. So
when the podcast hits, you'll just buy it.
Yeah. But anyway, like everybody in the world knows me as saltyseacat, and it's fine.
Okay.
And I love it.
Who are you?
Are we going? Are we? Are we good?
Who are you? I mean, we've been going for like the last 5 minutes. So I was like,
yeah,
we're doing a podcast.
Live? Oh, we're live? Because I didn't make us go live on Twitch. So I'm gonna go do that right now. It's gonna. All right, we're here. We're live. We're doing it. I'm Jonpaul, aka Will Write for Food.
What are you listening to? God damn it! This is why you don't show up to the fucking pre-show, you asshole.
Listen,
missed the meeting on this one. Fuck.
You know, usually when we go live, someone says, "Hey, we're live."
I mean, I've recorded 30 minutes.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're
live.
We are
Flip and Rip podcast here.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Anybody that's watching, congratulations.
Yeah, you're here. You're with us. You probably shouldn't be. You should probably be doing something better with your time, but you're here, and we're glad to have you.
It's almost 10 o'clock. What's happening?
Welcome to the shit show. I am.
We're supposed to start at 9.
Yeah, I'm Theo. Call me Theo across all the socials. Callxmextheo.
Yeah, I'm Jonpaul, aka Will Write for Food.
Yeah, you've said that twice now, so
yeah,
I feel like we should all say it 2 more times.
We should all at least get it. Make sure it's in there.
Yeah,
it's branding.
And I'm Anthony, aka saltyseacat across majority of platforms. saltyseacat33 on Twitter and maybe Instagram, but whatever's. Don't really care. Anyway,
let's talk about why we're here. Like, how did we?
One of Life Greatest Mysteries.
Fuck. What was that?
I said it's one of life's great mysteries.
Well, I mean, yeah. I more meant like why are we here?
Because Flesh and Blood is a pretty damn good game.
It is.
It is. Flesh and Blood here.
Yeah. Why don't we? I guess we could talk a little bit about how we got to Flesh and Blood. I'm in Flesh and Blood because Theo made me play Flesh and Blood. And then I liked it. And now it's a problem. Now my bookshelves are filled with Flesh and Blood cards almost exclusively from Uprising, because that's when I got here.
What about you, Anthony? How'd you end up in the game?
I went to a game store randomly when I moved to a new state, and I was like, "What's this game called, Flesh and Blood?" And they're like, "Oh, it's like Magic." And I said, "That's dumb. Not gonna play that. I'm gonna continue playing Pokemon." And then it just stuck in my mind about this Flesh and Blood game, and then I looked up some videos, and I was like, "Oh, it's a hero-based game, and it doesn't look anything like Magic." So I was like, "Let me give it a try." And yeah, I sold all my Pokemon collection, and I was hooked instantly. Played one game against an Azalea, it's funny enough now.
She's still
And
bad.
Yeah, I mean,
but still though,
you gotta love cheese.
yeah, I was hooked on it, and it was so much fun, and I just can't never looked back ever since.
Wow, you guys have never had to do this before. I've had to tell the story multiple times. So basically, it started because I was playing World of Warcraft TCG for many years, and then it randomly died, and I've been chasing that high ever since because I'm an addict.
It's fair.
And
I'm an addict in different ways.
yeah, and I was playing.
You know.
I was playing Magic, and then I was like, "Damn, this is okay. It's not the same, but you know what? It's the only thing going." Then COVID hit, and I was like, I'll do the arena thing for a little." And then I got bored, and I just saw some videos about Flesh and Blood and being able to get like legendaries from packs, and I was like, "Oh, they're a lot of money." That kind of reminds me of loot cards from the WoW TCG. And
Yeah.
and then I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe like let me play this game. Let me go get a box from around the corner. Fucking $100 first pack. Get yourself a cold foil. What is that? Rampart, Guardian
Yeah,
Shield.
I was like, you're the Guardian player. You know exactly.
Guardian
which
Shield.
card.
It's Guardian Shield.
The technical term.
And it was like $500 at the time, so it was like, all right, I guess I'm playing Flesh and Blood. Oh, Guardian's good. All right, cool, let's go. And yeah, we've been running around chasing.
That's one weird thing about this game is that I feel like everybody I've talked to has a story like that. Like this game has great first experiences. Like my first event was the pre-release for Uprising. I also came from Arena. I did Arena more than a little bit.
Flex, prove your worth.
Prove my worth. Let's see. February Mythic 1450, March 1300, ranked in the world. So I played a lot of Arena, just like way too much Arena.
Like a lot.
Like would sit here for 6 hours and just grind games. But it wasn't. I also played the WoW TCG there was another game Theo brought me into, and he came to me and was like, "Hey, there's this new game, relatively new game, came out during COVID. We got a set coming out in like 2 weeks, and I have all the cards to help you build a deck." It's like, I don't have to spend any money, and I can go and play this game.
That was a lie.
Sign me up.
That was
already
fucking
sold.
Lie. Yeah. Would you like some crack, sir? Because that's pretty much. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm hundreds of dollars, if not more, into this game, and well, frankly, just too deep to go back. But yeah, like my first experience was at the pre-release for Uprising, and I just kind of stumbled into a top 8. And I was like, huh, We're here.
There was
in there.
I think there was like 30 or 40 people there. It wasn't like it was like.
It wasn't like there was 9 people. Like, congrats, you made the cut.
You beat me.
No, no, it was like and like I went into it kind of like I'm just gonna see what happens. And the pieces just kind of fell together. That's the other thing that's cool about this game is the pieces you can really see where they fit together in a way that Magic and other card games don't. And yeah, now I'm hooked and never going back. I'm finally off paternity leave, and we're gonna make that run for the for ProQuest.
That's next podcast. Not
Yeah,
this
we'll
one.
see. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Ah,
What about you, Anthony? What was your like? Do you have a? Oh, here's my crack. God, I am not getting fucking sponsored after this. Like, just fucking do.
Oh
a
no,
crack here.
no. My crack box was.
Oh right, yeah.
Sure. It was Tails Unlimited, but still, it's still a box. Like I said, traded my Pokemon collection. I got a few boxes of Aria and stuff. Listening to other podcasts, and they said for new players maybe play Starvo. So I went in. I was like, I'll play Starvo as a new player. Got a box of Aria. I think like third pack in was like creepers, and I was like, all right, I don't know what the fuck this means. Also, there's too much text on here. I'm not gonna like immediately just gone. Like look up the value, just like sold. I don't care about this card. A few more packs later, cracked Corsham. I was like, yeah, again,
The Fabled.
it's Fabled Corsham. I was like, I don't know what this means. It's a lot of wording, and at the sun sets or blah blah blah, and I'm like, how much can I get for this too? So I just sold them at a LGS, and I was like, give me all the pieces I need for this deck so I can play. I don't care about collectability value. Well, about almost 8 months later now, I'm like, I want that collectability now. I want those fables again. But I had a good time getting those playing Starvo for my short time as a new player.
Hey,
and now Dromai is queen.
Yeah, I mean you learned.
And she's great.
Yeah, you learned really quick, dude, and like this game has been really good with like it's very clear the progression from like casual events to like this is like kind of the first steps to now we're really playing for stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that's easy to learn, hard to master.
Sure. Also, sideboard, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No idea what sideboarding was. I was like, do I just play with all these cards, or what do I do with these things? Like, do I take them out? I don't know. I'm like, I'm just gonna play with the 75 card deck and see what the fuck happens.
Hey, it was Starvo. You didn't have to be. You didn't have to be good. You just went smash.
Turns out you lose a lot, and then you learn a bit.
And I think where this ultimately leads us is what caused this podcast. So it caused the Flip and Ripped podcast, which was another great first moment that Theo had over in the Columbus Battleheart.
Yeah,
the brainchild.
Well, I mean, I've known JP. I've known you for years at this point, but Anthony, like me and you, kind of got to know each other because we both wanted to take that next step relatively at the same time. Like, all right, we want to be better. We want to go win. Like, I know for me personally, like I can't just sit around and do nothing and just play at armories. Like it's fun to go hang out with the people, but I don't get competitive at those just by the nature of them. But Battle Hardens and like going to Columbus, like me and you both went to Columbus. I mean, we've gone twice now. You've gone to Vegas. Is that it? Am I missing something?
Yeah. So for the record, I've never done any TCG competitively. This is like the first step. I've always thought about doing something like this, but really, this is the first time I'm actually like, doing something fully competitive. regardless of I win or lose, it's fun. Like the friendships and people meeting there it's such an incredible experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like JP, you gotta come along because like it's so much different than like the old WoW days. Like me and him used to run around and we would do like states, we'd do these bigger events, right? And local because we were still high school kids / early college kids and broke as fuck. But we kept
Yeah,
it.
even when I was playing 40K competitively, this is a little bit of a different beast, and it's picking up traction so fast.
Yeah. And but it was a ton of fun going to Columbus and the people that I met there. Like everybody, it's. I'm not trying to suck it off, but
suck it dry.
At Magic, like I'm gonna use SGCCon, right? Everybody, save for one asshole, and if you ever find this, fuck you. Okay, that just bailed you out, and you fucking know it.
Whoa.
No, fuck that guy.
I know.
That was a bad judge and a bad player. Anyways, everybody on the Flesh and Blood side was having a good time, right? Like everybody was super nice, super welcoming. Like it was super awesome. I talked to a few people on the Magic side because I caught up with a few of them. I just happen to know a few of the players there, and they were not having the best of times. And that's kind of how it was, even like at Friday Night Magics when I'd go. Like most of the people, like there was a few core people that like I drafted with at Pandemonium in Livonia. Sure,
Yep.
we'll go with Livonia.
Yeah, I think that's close enough.
Yeah. So for the record, Southeast Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a different community for sure. I've been bouncing around the Magic community as of late, trying to prepare for their version of RTNs, their RCQs, and
it's like RTN ProQuest.
Essentially, yeah. And everyone's so stressed on the Magic side. Is everybody
fucking hates each other.
No one's happy to be there. Like we're all there. It's like everyone's there to do a job, and I can respect that because there's a lot of money in the game. But the amount of people who in Magic, I've found that there's usually like 2-3 guys that are there that are like, no matter what's going on, they're nice and they're gonna be good, and then everybody else is awful to play with.
Yep.
Whereas in the Flesh and Blood, it's the total opposite. Where most of the people there, since it's such a new game, everyone's there to kind of have fun and learn and be a part of the community. And then there's always going to be that.
There's your turds. You got
turds. There's always turds. It's a totally different shift, and I mean, one of the great ways to find those turds is to do what Theo did at the Battle Hardened.
Go on.
which
let me ask you something. Are you referring? Get out of the case.
I'm.
Are you referring to a ripped?
Oh no.
Cold foil sludge Anvilheim?
I sure am referring to that. Getting to watch and listen to all of the outrage from various members of the community that,
and not just the local community. The local community fucking found it funny.
Most of the local community found it funny, but there's some people on the internet who are not happy that you tore a cold foil sledge in half with no remorse. And honestly, I respect you for it.
Honestly, though, people, get over yourselves. It's $86 on TCG Player, so you can go buy your.
It's not a command and conquer.
Yeah.
So. And And here's the other
years
thing,
ago.
guys. If that upsets you, this podcast, with this podcast, it's going to be the first of many experiences of very expensive pieces of cardboard being shredded right before your very eyes. And we're excited to bring you that content. We think it's the content that we need.
Yeah, humbling.
And that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're doing it. We're doing it for you, so you don't have to.
If you've ever watched The Dark Knight,
Which one?
the second one of the Nolan
Okay.
trilogy, when he's talking to Alfred about like, Alfred was like,
I was in Burma, Master Wayne. We were looking down for a jewel thief, and I saw a child played with a ruby the size of a tangerine.
I just want to watch the world burn.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's what we're here for.
And
Frankly, we wouldn't be here if there wasn't so much outrage.
that's the premise of this, is that, hey, you heard about us, now you get to find out if we're actually shitbags or not. And it's like 50-50.
Well, there's 3 of us, so it's like 33.3.
We've already got things planned. Some expensive things are gonna probably get destroyed.
We'll see,
Not really in the grand scheme of
Potentially.
this game.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Well, I mean, I think for those
100,000
at
viewers,
home,
I'll rip an entire alpha box.
What?
100,000 subscribers, I'll rip an entire alpha box.
yeah. Why don't we set up exactly what happened? Because it's not like you just tore it in half.
We're getting off track. So
Why don't we tell what a flip and rip is?
You're calling. Well, also you're calling out something so fucking soon. Like,
well, that's just all right.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
Anthony,
I'll go do it tomorrow.
We barely have one viewer, if that.
That doesn't, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, people go
listen.
and do this, like, it'll be funny to me.
Well, and here's the thing. We've committed now.
Yeah.
So now we have to do it.
Oh no, like I am 100% down for it. But I'm just saying, like, we've committed too soon. We have no followers. We have nothing yet.
No.
You're 100% right. We have committed too soon, and I think that's why Theo did it.
We're in episode 0.000.1, I think.
0001, yeah, something like that.
It's the pilot.
Or we're making a podcast.
And here's the other thing, though. Yes, Theo committed us to something, to a very expensive thing, like a half hour into our first episode.
Who's never committed to a war
Totally
crime?
down.
However, we're going to destroy stuff regardless.
Correct.
So even if you don't come, if you've watched this episode, I want you to know that in the back of your mind, there are 3 degenerates on the internet destroying pieces of TCG history for whoever wants to see.
And there'll be a board behind us.
Oh, you guys! All right, so
Yeah, hey,
that's for later. That's the mystery.
You started this. You're the one that was like, I'm gonna 100,000 subscribers. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa.
All right.
Holy fuck.
Did anyone pull up how much an alpha box is?
We have a whole list of topics there. I'm not going to do that right now.
$3,000.
It's $3,000. Oh! We didn't commit too early. That's fine. That's fine.
That's why I said for 100,000.
I know. There's three of us. That's only $1,000 each. Just fucking dropping a bucket.
Anyways, the reason why
1 million subscribers, we just burn an alpha.
I'm gonna fucking hit you. I'm gonna fucking hit you.
Sorry, go on. You're good.
I know we want to watch the world burn, but for fuck's sake, let's take it one day at a time. Like,
okay.
God damn it.
All right.
So
anyway, let's get off this fucking shit and let's move on to something else.
Well, I was gonna explain this, like, in me and Anthony's travels down to Columbus, because we forgot to explain it.
I know we went off. I know. Yeah, we're on the fucking off the rails here.
Anyways, the story behind this ripped cold foil that is now signed
rippy bitties
by multiple people at a speakeasy party that I probably shouldn't have gotten into, which again,
but you did because we played it smart.
Yeah.
Always got to play it smart, by the way.
Of course.
the owner of the Realm Games. Really cool dude. I don't know his name, but
Keith.
Keith. Keith was an awesome dude. He had an awesome event from start to finish, not even just in the speakeasy. The Battle Hardened Columbus was one of the most well-run events. The judge staff was awesome. Players were awesome. All that was cool. He had an after party on Saturday night, and
real quick, by the way, if there's, I know, off topic, but real quick, if there is any event, if people are watching this, held by the Realm Games, you go to that.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Keith Bartram and Jacob Bartram, they put on the fucking best event I've ever been to. Yes, Vegas was cool, but this one, they were so personable, just all around great. You need to go. If you're not, you're missing out. 100%. Go on.
They were awesome dudes, and they had a speakeasy party where everybody that me and Anthony were staying with just happened to be going, and we happened to get me a ticket through this random chance. And at it, there is a lot of booze.
A lot of booze.
Anthony was my beer holder, and they just disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. Anyways,
they were gone.
He decided to crack a first edition Crucible War box, which it's like $500, $600, give or take.
$500.
Yeah, and he threw down the gauntlet of a flip and rip first, and then modified it. At least so. I am very in this modified flip and rip. You could either rip. You could take your 5 cards and walk away and be fine. Yeah, you got 5 first edition Crucible Wars, but I'm old school. If you call it a flip and rip, I will make you abide by those terms. You do not just get to.
And explain, in case anyone doesn't know, exactly how a flip and rip works.
Yeah. So
I didn't know what happened either, and I learned.
You learned real quick.
You got learned that night. It is essentially where sometimes it's a pack. In this case, it was a whole box. You buy a pack of cards. You shuffle it, so you don't know the ordering of the cards. So
or you just show up at a line, and you're like, "What's happening?" And it's a flip and rip, and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what that means."
So it's you take your pack of cards, you shuffle it, so you don't know where the rares or commons are, and you have a buddy, a Agent of Chaos.
AKA
you
Theo.
put you put 2 cards down. You pick one, the keep, and the other person rips it for you. Yep, just right down the middle, not even looking at. Yeah, so sometimes fate works out in your favor. Sometimes you get to keep your rare of the pack. Sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor, and you lose out on a cold foil sledge because you open a whole box and you shut it, and you challenge somebody who had been drinking all night, and
someone who abides by the rules.
Yeah, I don't want to break the rules, and let me tell you, I didn't know this at the time, but my brain works on a higher level. I'm just built different. Okay.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it's great. I'm bad at this game, but I'm great at opening cards. But my mind went. Yeah.
You didn't look before you ripped the card, right?
No.
You did it face down.
So I went like this to what was his name again? Greg.
No.
What was the owner's? Keith.
His name was Keith.
Keith. I just went like.
God damn it.
Like that.
But like,
what did you just rip?
It was more like that, actually.
Sometimes though, it's for other people, it's a fate unforeseen because they're just like, I don't want to rip that, and guess what?
Yeah, and I was in the back of the line because I was in the middle of a Monarch draft, which, by the way, never draft Monarch.
Oh my god.
Ever.
I'd rather watch soccer, I think, than do that.
Can you do one more just in case one of our viewers missed it? Just so that they're aware exactly what you did, like a slow-mo.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, 100%.
Hold on.
See,
Making
Oh my god, just pick a fucking card.
There we go.
Any fucking card will work.
There we go. It was a little over here, right? And I just like that.
Perfect.
oh, perfect, nice.
Such
There's
a
a
good
nice-
execution.
Yeah, there's a nice black strip in there that you know it's real or
Perfect.
not.
Oh, nice.
In case of anybody's counterfeits that want to rip some,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
black strip equals
Oh.
real.
It's the only way to know.
But
It's the only true way to know. But
But I was
continue.
sitting in the back of the line. Me and Anthony were like one of the last 3 people in line, and we were just sitting there. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm okay ripping a cold foil because little did I know, subconsciously at the time, that
Foreshadowing.
that all the cards, save for one, are technically playable. I would allow them, but
Some LSS judges would
Yeah.
disagree.
and that all but one of the cards are playable because they don't got to go into your deck. And I'm just sitting in the back line going, I'm gonna rip me a cold foil tonight, Anthony. It's gonna be me. And we're getting
And I'm
closer,
like-
and nobody. Yeah.
And I'm like, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. And yeah,
I'm ripping every
And-
one of those motherfucking cards, Anthony. Let's go.
And I think you make the judge tell you. I think you bring that to tournaments anyway.
You bring it back up. You
Well-
always bring it back up.
Yeah,
Always.
well,
Yeah,
always bring
yeah,
it
yeah.
back up. But like, I want the judge to have to look you in the eyes and be like, no, you cannot play with this signed, clearly torn in half card.
his trophy,
Yeah,
if you will.
Yeah. But I'm sitting there just fucking hyping myself up, just like, yeah.
And in fact, what I think you need to do is I think you need to have 2 backups. Because when he tells you that you can't play with the first one, then you take out the token and go, what about this one? Tear that in half.
I like your enthusiasm, but I think we all want to get on with the game, so let's not do that.
I could do this all day.
Yeah.
He just brings a stack of them.
Yeah, I
They're
got
like
token
25.
pledges for days.
They're like 25-cent rares. That's fine.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
Fine.
But
You're good.
I'm just sitting there and just like, here we go. Nobody's yelling. All right, let's see what we do. And I remember him say, whoa, just not even stopping. Just
No, man,
not-
fuck that.
You committed. You
Well,
committed, and I respect you for it.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I hope it was the Fabled because then I get to bathe and drink in the tears of every player in every Runeblade player because yeah,
We don't need any more of them guys.
fuck.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against players, but I fucking
No,
hate Runeblade.
I have a vengeance against Runeblade. Just not a fan.
Even
though I wanted to play them I wanted to play Runeblade, but
they're just so
No.
good, and that's why I hate them. And
We should, and you know,
I was gonna say,
oh, go on.
I had everybody in the room found it hilarious at the time.
I love
Yes.
the fact that they talked about it on stream the
Yeah,
next day.
because they were all there and they loved it.
yeah. Also,
Don't let the comments fool you. They loved it at the time. Okay, everybody signed that card at the party. Okay, they didn't
Also-
sign the front; they signed the back, and everybody found it hilarious. And they got to take home a like I created a memory not just for myself because like they would have felt bad about missing out on the cold foil, but now nobody gets the cold foil, and everybody gets to be a part of destroying this card even more.
And that's what this podcast is about. It's about making memories.
right.
good or bad, it's all about what you experience.
You get over there, Theo?
Hey, any memory is rememberable, whether you like walked in on somebody jerking off in the shower or like you just don't tell me you've never done that. But either way, you will never forget.
I mean, yeah. You know what? That is one way to look at it.
Guys, it is. We've been going for 30 minutes at this point. We hit one topic.
All right, listen. Let's talk about Worlds because I think this is going to come out before
I
Worlds.
knew this was gonna last longer, so don't.
I'm okay
don't-
with it.
I got nothing to do
Yeah.
Love you, sweetie. Sorry.
except for sleep.
Yeah. Who needs sleep? Let's talk about Worlds. I think Worlds is going to be
Yeah, so let's.
Interesting.
So do we want to? Let's start with Columbus because this was the first event.
Yeah, this was the first big event.
Actually, second to Dallas. Not trying to.
When did?
A week before.
Okay.
Well, no. This weekend coming up or last weekend was Denver. 2 weeks ago was Columbus, where we were at.
And then the week before that was Dallas.
Okay, I'm not. Well, I didn't. You could have put in the info dump. But anyways, let's take a look here.
Let's look at this breakdown. I think that do we know how many players are playing at Worlds? Like I don't care about like the Super Armory or any of those types of events. I'm talking about like Worlds itself, like the show.
I have no idea, but I'm gonna say 1,000.
1,000 in the show? I thought it was only people who won nationals got to Worlds.
I'm just making numbers up. I'm gonna say 1,000.
Let's see here.
No,
correct me if I'm wrong.
More qualified players.
Let's see here.
Oh, we've got a whole list.
So this is 90-day XP qualified people. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
God, he's gonna count them. But we got actually a lot of players. Scroll. Do you want to just scroll down and show the pile? At least this is potential players. I mean, obviously not everybody's gonna show up.
Okay, so more importantly, these people just play a fuck ton. Sorry, XP.
Let's just say 500 then. We'll say
500. 500 for Worlds. That's.
Oh, hey.
It's the biggest.
Hey,
it's the biggest fucking event. Like.
Yeah, it's Worlds.
This is the show.
Yeah, this is. What's the grand prize? 300,000.
Correct.
I thought it was 300,000 prize pool.
Or is it 300,000 prize pool? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I equate that with just 300,000.
We're gonna have a lot. We're gonna see the whole spread of heroes. I think every hero will have some sort of play at the event.
I agree.
Because I don't think is there anybody that's just like flat out unplayable?
No.
Old hero wise, let's see.
I mean, Bolton's man.
Bolton,
but even Bolton has some play.
All right, so
hardened.
If they get lucky, but it's all if you get lucky though. If you meet the matchups that you're supposed to win against, then yeah, you're gonna have a good time. But if you pizza before your French fry, you're gonna have a bad time.
Bad time. I mean, like in terms of who's all gonna like, what type of representation we're gonna see across the pile.
Well, I think naturally, like looking at the data here, I mean, obviously that's not a great battle hardened Denver report, but
this is
This here is Columbus.
This is Columbus.
Phi was the strongest showing hero, and then it went Icelander, and then Oldhim.
And here's the thing: I don't think Phi's gonna have that as big of a show at Worlds.
No, I think you're gonna see Oldhim. I think.
Yep.
I think you're gonna see Icelander, and honestly, I think you might see Viz.
Yeah, I could see Viserai popping around.
So I know it's not a great take, but I played a Viz at Columbus, one of the top 8s, not humble brag. It was a very slow bleed out, and even I don't quite know what I could.
And you were on Oldhim, right?
Yeah, I was on Oldhim, and I don't quite know what I could have done differently because, like, I stomped the 5 players. Oldhim and Icelander just do so much Phi that stop him. It doesn't feel great. Like, Icelander can go faster than Phi can. Oldhim just disrupts his hand. It felt like. And honestly, I think we're going to see more Dromai.
I think we'll see some Dromai. All right, let's just make BS predictions that we can be wrong about for next week. Who do you think takes it?
Hold on, real quick. I feel like though, a lot of players are doing that are playing the Battle Hardened and other events to get to their PTIs to Worlds are playing those heroes that are the staples, the meta right now, the Icelanders, the Oldims, and all that stuff. And I feel like once they got to the show, the Worlds, they're gonna play their favorite heroes. So I feel like we're gonna see a whole mesh of tons of different heroes, and it's just people that are that they right, well, cool. I got my Worlds invite. Now I'm gonna play the hero that I want to, that I feel most comfortable with, or that just like the most like fun. You know,
I think
Is there anybody in? Oh, sorry. Go on, Theo.
I was gonna say I think you're right to a point because I think there's gonna be some players that don't think they can take it all and want to show off class diversity. Azalea, Levia, Bolton to a certain extent because Bolton more or less cheat like he preys upon people not knowing
What he does.
what he does.
I still barely knows what he fucking does.
No,
God
and
damn it.
that's a consistent thing that I hear across a lot of people. Even when I was judging, I got called over at the what was I doing? RTN.
Yeah.
I got called over a couple times, and I had to explain what Bolton did.
I just picture you like the guy from Good Burger. I know some of these words.
Yeah, that was. I was like, yeah, like I made the judge call. I was able to help out as much I could, but it's not like I knew how he was going to play his cards.
Yeah.
It was more, is this legal? And I think we'll see picks like that, but a pick I don't think is like that, I think is Kano.
I agree. Honestly, after Pro Tour 1, where everybody got caught by surprise with what was it?
Kano.
Eight or four Kanos or whatever. No, I think it was 8, and then 4 made the top 4. Like that was pretty shocking. And
So-
then yeah.
I think whoever wins it is going to do it with a list that none of us have ever seen. I think it's going to be something super. I don't think it's going to be anything on meta. It's going to be something janky because it's going to prey on the idea of I was not prepared when I sideboarded. I'm playing X hero. I'm going up against hero Y. I know. Oh, I need to sideboard in X, Y, and Z cards.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of diversity in the sideboard area more than anything. Because like at Battle Hardened, most of us were like, I hope I don't see Kano.
That's what I hope that every day of my life, though. Like, I just hope I don't see Kano.
So it was different because like during Starvo, I didn't really have a sideboard. It was just I'm bringing all of my equipment.
You'll deal with it with equipment.
Starvo's just that good. I'd rather like he covered so much shit where it was just I just have to pitch to protect myself against the arcade bear. Like I'll pitch for like I was running Lantern. But like this meta, you have to have your Phi sideboard. You have to have your Swing Big sideboard. You have to have your Go Wide sideboard, and that limits your. Like I feel limited by my equipment choice in Oldhim. Do you feel that? Did you feel that in Dromai, Anthony? Like you didn't. I kind of know the answer because I know this. I know the equipment for Dromai, but like, did you feel you had to craft your sideboard more or your equipment more for the matchups? And I know the answer because you're playing Dromai.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, really, I like. First off, in SCG Con Columbus, I ran no arcane barrier. I relied solely on Ashwings, and yeah, huge mistake. Did not see Ashwings fast enough, so was not the case. I got fucked pretty quickly, and it just everything came hard and fast, and I didn't know what to do with it. Like It was just coming everywhere, sideways, upwards. Fucking, I was like, it was a goddamn Wonka Vader. I couldn't do anything. So after learning that, I was like, yeah, I need to put more. I need to focus on equipment and see what I could do and deal without. Like, uh, Phantasmal Footsteps. Maybe I could do without them. Don't really need them that much, but yeah. Ultimately decided, yeah, like no rune, hood and glove or hood and boots probably like the best, or maybe stilettos. But yeah, anything with arcane barrier. Focusing more on equipment was the go-to.
I feel like Skullcap, since Crown of Providence came into the game with Uprising, I feel like Skullcap has just been slept on. And I get that it's you gotta have less health, and it's Arcane Barrier 3.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a utility helm for a lot of heroes, like granted, I don't have to worry about it. My headpiece is on fire, already decided for me. But I feel like anybody who's running Crown, like who has a legitimate reason to run Crown,
Providence.
yeah, Crown of Providence,
Yeah.
has an argument to also have Skullcap in their sideboard. Because I don't think Skullcap's all that bad.
I agree. It's not that bad, but just pitching 3 though is a fucking lot.
You are, especially in this, it's everything. So like I get lucky and I just need one blue and I can swing a hammer for 4 and maybe give you a frostbite. I don't know about some of these other classes like
That's fair.
like Dory. Dory plays a lot of like she needs all of her cards to pop off. And then what do you run? You run Providence, I think. Right? Yeah, you run Providence in her. And
I think it should be more in the discussion. Like I feel like it's just been like, oh, we've got Crown of Providence. Like we don't.
You have Crown of Providence and everything that's not Oldhim, and Oldhim has Crown of Seeds, the best card.
Yeah, the best card, arguably one of the best equipment in the game right now.
Yeah,
especially class wise.
The utility it provides is insane. Like I would never take anything else.
Yeah, there's no reason for you to. I think we lost Anthony.
He had to go do some.
Yeah, I think it's I definitely think though that it deserves more of a conversation than, because like also correct me if I'm wrong, but you can block with it twice, like against anything with that's regular attack. I mean,
actions. You can block with it as much as
You get 2 blocks out of it.
Yeah.
Like that's against some of these hybrid damage or against like Phi.
The Phi is where it's perfect because like I run Stalagmite into it because it's disruption and it prevents a non-hit trigger.
Yep. Yeah, like no, I'm excited to see the lists that come out of Worlds. I think we're gonna see some stuff and we're gonna go, oh.
So
how did no one see this?
I think it's gonna be Oldhim, but some of the people that I saw are building some really, I mean, just in our little local crew, some of the sleeper decks are really strong. Like I'll fully admit, the deck I took to Columbus was not my own. I was piloting a deck list for somebody and giving them feedback, and I lost to Noah Clark. Yep. Mostly because I chose Sledge instead of Winter's Whale because I, for whatever reason, blanked and had to go fast. I meant like I would like to run it back and see what happens, but I also lost to the Viserai who topped 8. Like that's a really strong deck, and I was able to hang with the big dogs with that deck. I think
we're talking about the what kind of deck lists we're going to see out of Worlds, because I think we're going to see some. I think we agree we're going to see some stuff that we probably haven't seen in the past. Like
I'm
we're
sure
going to see some. Oh, go on.
I'm sure there's going to be some sort of tech that somebody thought up in a fucking bathtub was like, you know what, this is gonna be the fucking best thing ever. And you know what? They're probably fucking right. In a bubble, in a bathtub, like it's just gonna fucking work. Like
I think the biggest surprise will be, and this isn't just coming from like, I think you're gonna see Oldhim list with no Oaken Olds. I think you are going to. I think you are going to see ice builds. People have been. People have to
and
play.
Just kind of fatigue that way.
Well, people have to play around Dash. People have to and Dash, Dory, and you basically have to make them dump their hand, including even Icelander. So like you'd go turn 1 Insidious Chill, and it cuts down. Like you need the fuse. All right, you're bringing in more fusion cards. All right, I can't Earth fuse as much, so like I'm gonna drop that. Oh, I can de-react with Earth. Like I think that's the biggest surprise out of Oldhim players.
Mm-hmm. So let's make some bad take predictions. Anthony, who do you think takes Worlds? What hero do you think takes it?
Okay, I was gonna say player. I'm like, no fucking idea. What hero? Ultimately, I hope Briar does, just for the sake to get
Begone thought.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I would like Briar just to get rid of Rosetta Thorn because it's really, pun intended,
I don't know.
thorn in the side.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, fuck you. But
fucking sat here for 20 minutes getting interrupted for a Columbus story. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, I didn't interrupt you.
Me either.
Whatever. Anyway, ultimately though, the hero that I think is gonna probably win is Icelander.
Okay.
I just think she's got a lot going for her. There's a lot of good card pull for her, and
a lot of different builds to take too.
Exactly. If you want to do the fucking Bullander, if you want to do whatever kind of animal that suits your style per hero, that's cool. But yeah, I think Icelander is the real deal right now.
What about you, Theo? Who you taking for Worlds?
Knowing what I've seen, I honestly think it's gonna be Icelander.
Right.
Because
so
she's
2
gonna,
for Icelander.
So she's gonna have the better matchups. Because this is the best of the best, we're gonna be bringing cracked out decks. Icelander has, in my opinion, the strongest kits and the least bad matchups. So people are gonna want to hedge their bets, and they're gonna take that. I will say honorable mention in the top 8. You're gonna see 1 to 2 Rune Blades.
Sure.
You're gonna see Briar, or you're gonna see Viz, or you're gonna see both of them in top 8. But I think it's gonna be a breakdown of like 3 Icelanders, 3 Oldhims. No, I'm gonna go 2 Oldhims, 1 Rune Blade, and just by nature of the beast, we're gonna say 1 Kano too.
Okay.
All right, really giving us the full breakdown here.
I call my shots, but the Kano, because some people have been playing the field and are gonna go, oh, I don't need arcane barrier equipment, and that Kano's just gonna go 37 damage. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
Turn 1.
Like they're gonna just bide their time, and then all of a sudden, you're just gonna wait for death, and then that's gonna happen.
You're gonna go, oh fuck, I only have 2 arcane barriers. Shit. And then
as long as that Kano's got 1 health, He can 100% you. Yeah.
So what is your prediction then, JP?
I don't think it's going to be Icelander.
Okay.
I
respect that.
And my reason, my thought is, I feel like Icelander has to play. Now, granted, this is the best. These are the best in the world playing, but Icelander has to play very flawless in some of these matchups.
Which all these players.
Yeah, they're gonna do that.
I mean, they're
half of them are gonna do. I mean, we've seen missed tunic triggers.
Exactly. We've seen this triggers, and like, let's just call a spade. If you've ever followed like professional chess, like a game that's had billions of games played, the best in the world still have a blunder here and there at a major tournament. Like, it happens. And I feel like Icelander's ability to deal with that is not there. I think it's going to be something weird. I'm gonna give it to Dromai. I think Dromai's got access to a pretty big kit.
You're high.
I know.
As a Dromai player, that's a no thing. Unless you have anal beads inside you, happen.
No, I mean, I don't think Icelander. I don't think it'll be old him. It very well could be old him, but I just don't think it's gonna be something, and we're gonna go that took number one. Like, I think we're gonna be surprised. I don't. I threw Dromai out there, but
don't do it.
No. I think. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's gonna be anything that like. No. Like, I think we expect old him to be there.
I don't know what you're saying.
You don't know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. I think we expect old him to be in the top 8.
Yeah,
I think old him's fantastic. I think we expect Icelander in the top 8. I think we can guess that Briar probably makes it to the top 8, or a Runeblade makes it to the top 8.
Hold on. I think Brody Spurlock, Briar, is making top 8. If he doesn't,
oh God, Brody.
If he doesn't, top 9.
So, JP,
in the
you don't know who Brody is, but he's a 16-year-old savant, and he travels because he's homeschooled.
He fucking rips. He rips harder than this podcast we're fucking now.
Yeah, he is hilarious. But there's a tweet that has been making the rounds, and basically you call top 8's Brody's house.
Oh, okay.
Or Brody's parents' house, because he just fucking lives there. He just fucking lives there.
Okay. Fair.
Did he make? Let me see. Did he make Denver?
No, he did not.
Okay.
That is so technically that is the only top 8 he hasn't made yet. So fucking watch out though. He's fucking on another goddamn level. He's on the ethereal plane that I wish I could be on.
I want you guys to know that if somehow Dromai does take it out, I want an apology.
That's fine.
I want a formal apology from both gentlemen in this call.
That's a big no, and also I want that list.
Yeah, we have all the pieces. Like, I will go frame by frame so we can make 3 decks.
I'll change my answer. I'll say Vizrai. I think Vizrai has the ability to take it.
Why are you backtracking now? What the fuck?
Well, because I got such pushback. No, you know what? No. I'm doubling down on Dromai. I'm doubling down on Dromai. I'm doubling down.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Dromai's taking it, and then it's gonna be the list.
Yeah, I don't want any pussy ass bullshit where you're fucking backing down. No, you make a fucking claim. You fucking make that claim. If you want Dromai, you say fucking Dromai, and you live with it, and you stick by that, and you die by that.
Right. You know what? I've been screwing around with some janky decks because I've been bored, and like I'm on dad's schedule now, so like sometimes I'm just up at 4:00 in the morning. I'm gonna call my shot with. It's gonna be Dromai with Frightmare.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Dromai with Frightmare in the deck.
You know what? That's good. That's good. You got. I don't care that you got dad brain. That doesn't make
because I say the dad brain because I've been trying. I have 3 foil Frightmares. And so I want to use them. I just want to use them. So I'm just like if it takes it and it has Frightmare in it, I'm building that deck.
Also,
So-
I'm making a list that makes Frightmare work. So fucking everybody.
I
wants
respect it.
And
Yeah, first place goes to a Dromai with Frightmare, and Frightmare wins Worlds.
that is completely ludicrous. And
just 13 to the
it.
face.
I love it though. I'm here for it, but it's not gonna win. Like you're living in a fucking daydream Christmas world, which I love it, but not happening.
So
let's move on to something more. Let's move something on to more realistic.
You just destroyed any credibility we have.
Theo sitting there ripping 4 cards in half and then bending cards. Yeah, we had credibility to start with.
Also, realistic? If we want to live in fantasy world, we might as well go somewhere the fuck else.
Yeah, I didn't call Bolton. Come on.
Yeah,
I could have called Bolton.
He called somebody that's decently viable-ish.
Dromai with Frightmare, it's happening. Just be prepared.
I think that's a good hop-off point for right now, because we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about next week, and I don't know. Do we want to do another show Saturday?
Well,
yeah, we can get 1 to 2 in a week.
Yeah, I like to talk about spoilers, but
that's why I'm saying we hold off till I want to get another show.
Do a spoiler. Do a spoiler podcast. Talk about the spoilers.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that what you were going for?
I mean, I was hoping to not last too much on this fucking meta.
Well, we've also been going for an hour at this point.
Yeah, I know. It's totally fucking cool. I'm ready to go. I still got 2 sips of beer left. I'm ready to fucking roll.
Can we do that on stream?
Yeah, you can drink on stream.
Oh, cool. Just double check it.
I've been drinking this whole fucking time.
Well, yeah, I know that, but yeah, no. Spoilers. I mean, if we wanted to touch on spoilers, I got a little bit more time, or we can hold it off to another podcast.
So
pick one card.
No. That's what I was gonna say. Real quick, what is your favorite spoiler card right now? Don't even look it up. Just say
Rock for Brute. Rock? I think that's freaking fantastic.
The mech. Hands down the dash mech, fucking being an Ava pilot. Telling Shinji to get in the fucking robot.
That's what I was gonna say. The Sigourney Weaver art / Voltron-esque mechanics, because you need all your fucking equipment and +3 hyperdrives, which I'm like fucking why? That makes no goddamn sense. But yes,
I don't care.
I love. I 100% support all of those things. It just seems dumb.
Scary. Yeah, and this honorable mention to the Vincerakai.
Yeah, the ashes are great.
Because it terrifies the fuck out of me of what could happen, and maybe we'll see.
It could get weird.
But yeah, that's the most terrifying.
I love the ashes, but please give me one dragon. One new dragon.
Yeah, let's get one dragon. Let's get one majestic dragon.
No, not even majestic. I just want a rare dragon. I just want one new dragon. But that's all.
All I've got so far is a useless chess piece.
Well,
it's good for the mirror.
No, ninjas need the fuck off. Fi is so goddamn good. You don't need anything. You don't need anything.
I want toys. I want some toys.
You need a little on the back end. Once he shoots a shot, it's
wow, so sexual.
Yeah. Blows his wad.
Blows his
money shot. He's not ready for round. He's not ready for round.
Not ready for round.
He's gonna blow his Yoriar or Yoroyar or whatever the fuck off, and it's God.
Theo, one more rip to send us off.
Make it a 3-stack if you can.
I mean, yeah.
Guys, I've just been ripping cards here for the last 10 minutes. And it's
That's what you've been fiddling with?
You wanted to watch world burn, so fucking have at it.
There we go. Just again, I only got commons and reach of me, so.
Oh no, commons.
I mean, hey.
I'm still someone's gonna be pissed off.
Well, that's our show.
Yeah.
We'll be back. We'll be back for more degenerate card ripping.
We'll clean it up. This is the first flip and ripped podcast.
Yeah, I think this is
right.
flip and ripped.
Yeah, I might
check us out on social.
Yeah, I might start tweeting more. I'm at saltyseacat 33. Got to check that again. I don't know. Maybe _33. We'll find out.
I'm at callxmextheo on Twitter. Don't really plan on streaming on Twitch. Keeping my shit secret.
Fair. On Twitch, I'm Will Write for Food, and on the Twitters, I'm at Jonpaul _Taylor.
All right. Well.
All right.
Friends, it's been a magical experience.
Yes.
And
the first
first of many.
Yeah, the first foray into the what? Creator sphere. So
into the content sphere. Yeah. Great show, guys.
Hey, you guys want to watch a video?
It can only get better.
I think are we still recording? Because I'll pop off the stream.
Megan drinks
hold on.
apple
It can only get better from here. It can only get better from here.
I'm just gonna end my stream here.
No, let's watch Megan drinking apple juice.